Good day! Howdy! Haven't made a video in a long time. Don't know why. Just haven't. Maybe because I go to the same places. I recently started with a new company, so that's probably one of the reasons. It's a good company. I get to be home on the weekends, which is excellent. If you can't see me, sorry, the sun is shining in the window. So yeah, home on the weekends. Get pretty good miles. I go from Michigan to Georgia, or Michigan to Pennsylvania, New Jersey. So it's not too bad. It's a good gig, really nice people. And it's a small company. They only have like 10 or 15 trucks. So no more big corporate hassles. But I just got loaded in Folkston, Georgia. Just left like 5 minutes ago. And now I'm driving to Pennsylvania. I do not know how to say the name. It's like Reganville, Pennsylvania. Like, I'm not saying it right. It's a really big name, and I can't read big words. But that's where I'm heading. It is Wednesday. It is scheduled for delivery Friday at 9 a.m. It is 915 miles from my current location, which is about 15 and a half hours. And I just started my clock, so I have a full 11 hours I can drive. So I should get there tomorrow. And then I will do my 10-hour reset, hopefully on their street or in their parking lot. That way Friday morning I don't have to start my clock to drive there. Because then if I did that, then I still have to get another load out of Pennsylvania going to Michigan. And to get from Michigan to Pennsylvania in one day, especially New Jersey side, not really going to happen. Especially if you have to get a load, because that takes time off your clock. So the only way I'll make it home on Friday night is if I'm able to park the truck tomorrow either on the street of the receiver or in their parking lot. I looked at their parking lot and it doesn't look like it is 24-hour access. But as long as I'm on their street, I can creep and not have to start my clock Friday until after I'm unloaded. And then maybe I'll make it home Friday, but I doubt it. Most likely it's going to be Saturday morning sometime, which is fine. I'll take the extra miles I need it. So, we'll see. I just really hope I can park tomorrow night when I get there, on their street at least. Hopefully it's not some small street. I didn't look at that. I just looked at the Google image of the actual warehouse. It's a big parking lot, but it does look like they have any overnight parking. We'll see. We shall see. It's a very light load I got. Looks like it's a bunch of paper goods, like paper towels or whatnot. Can't really tell because they're wrapped in brown paper. But the load is only 10,000 pounds, well, 11,000 pounds. And it only fills up the first quarter portion of the trailer. So I shouldn't have any issues when I'm going up through the mountains. I know how much I love mountain driving, especially with a 40,000 pound load. I call it dragonfly, because you drag your butt up the hill, going like 30 miles an hour, and then when it comes to coming down, you're on it like 80 miles an hour. Hammer down. So it's good we got a light load. And I should be able to conserve some fuel. because right now I got a little bit more than half a tank. I usually fill up at a half a tank level, but I'm thinking I will fill up in about maybe 200 to 300 miles, depending on how much fuel I burn. Because I'm in a Freightliner Cascadia 2019. It's a really nice truck. So much storage space. I'll make a video and I'll show you. But there's so much storage space in this thing. It rides really nice. The seat is not as comfortable as a Peterbilt. But all I need to get is a seat cushion. But where was I going? Oh, the fuel mileage. On this Freightliner, it has a Detroit diesel engine. I'm only averaging like 5.5 to 6.5 miles per gallon. It does not get, excuse me, it does not get as good as fuel mileage as that Peterbilt with the Packer engine. That Packer engine, I was getting between 10 and 12 miles a gallon. Where this thing, right now it says I'm getting 5.8. But I'm telling you, you feel like you go 200 miles and it's sucking that fuel, especially with a heavy load. Nope. Definitely a gas guzzler. I got a new GPS. I know I made a video talking about how I wanted to get a new one because I was using a Garmin and I wanted to get the Rand McNally Overdrive 8. Well, that's the one I got. I'll probably make another video talking about that. But I got it because it goes with the map book. When you have a trucker map book, a Rand McNally trucker map book, all the routes that are in that on that map are programmed into the Rand McNally GPSs. And when you put it in address, it actually tells you the page number on the GPS that you can find it on in the actual map. So you want to use your map book as your #1 reference. And then when you get to the cities, then use the GPS, because the map books don't show you city level. It just shows you freeway. But it's good to go back and cross-check, because a map book isn't going to tell you when there's road construction or if a road's closed. The GPS is supposed to. Or traffic is not, at least a map book, the GPS will make you go around it, so you don't have to sit there in traffic. But I'll make a video later on tonight about the GPS. A couple things I don't like about it I'll talk about here is you pay $600 for the GPS. It's basically a tablet, so you can download certain apps on it. But the mount that it's connected to has two parts to it. There's a magnetic part, which holds, I believe it's has built-in XM radio. I believe that's a transmitter in that magnetic connection. So the screen, the tablet itself, there's a mount that comes, the suction cup that goes on the window or on the dash, however you want to put it. And then on the end of that is this little square thing with little prongs that stick out that the tablet just slides on top of it. It doesn't lock it in place. So you just pick it up and just drop it down in, so it holds it, but it's not locked on. And then you connect the XM transmitter, the magnetic portion is what connects to that. And then you put the tablet, has magnets on the back that whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you say it, that connect through the magnet to that transmitter. Well, if you hit a bump in the road or go over railroad tracks that are rough, the screen falls off. Like the magnets don't hold. And they're strong magnets, but they're not strong enough. And it also, since the mount itself isn't locked in place like most GPSs, it locks like with like a clicking mechanism or something. This doesn't, it just slides on. So any vibration in the road, and the screen shakes crazy. so bad. I actually have it duct taped, which I'll show you in the video. I have it duct taped from the tablet, the GPS, to the actual magnetic mount, so the magnet don't pop off. I still get the vibration from the other part of the mount, like the shakiness, but it doesn't fall off. And when you use the XM radio, which I do, I turned it on. If you hit a hard enough bump, even with it duct tape, it comes loose. The screen will, I guess, come off the magnet, which has the, I don't know what you call it, transponder or the connection for the radio. So then the radio will stop working and it'll say it's not connected, even though it is. So you have to unplug the power cord, plug it back in, see if that works. Sometimes it takes like 5 times to do it before it actually resets. It's just a pain in the butt. I wouldn't recommend the GPS just because of the magnetic mount. But I'll get into the GPS in a later video, because I can make a whole 15-minute video just talking about the damn thing. But anyways, we're cruising right along on some country back roads. So we'll see. Oh, I got a new dash cam too. I got the Garmin Cam 45, I believe it is. It's small. It's like the size of an ice cube, maybe a little bit bigger. But the quality of that video, I actually just uploaded a video on YouTube yesterday, or whenever this posts up. You'll see the date, 12/18 is time stamped on the video. It says Garmin, and it's called Dock Bumping. I just wanted to test it to see how it would upload on YouTube. It's a stupid video. I don't talk in it. It's just me arriving at the shipper and then just backing into the dock. I think it's like 2 minutes long. I just wanted to see what it would look like, or if it would upload. Because the camera, it's really good quality. Like the video is really nice, like a GoPro quality. But you have to. You don't have to, but it has wireless sharing, so I can take my phone, put the Wi-Fi on, and then the camera connects to the phone, almost like Bluetooth, but it uses the Wi-Fi instead, and it shares a video that way. But some of the videos, it's saying the file is too large, but there's nowhere on the camera settings to change the size of the video. So I'm having trouble uploading it to YouTube or Facebook, or even I can't even email it because it says the file is too big. So I have to figure out how to do it. I'm probably going to have to use the actual SD card and put that in the computer, put that in my phone, and upload them that way, which would stink. But until I get a GoPro, I'm going to have to do it the hard way. But if you want a good dash camera, everybody should have a dash camera. Even if you don't even drive trucks, just for your personal vehicle, you should have a dash camera. Because say you get pulled over for going through a stop sign or a red light, and you actually didn't, you can fight it. Or if you get in an accident, someone cuts you off, you hit them or they hit you, it's good. I recommend it. I've had dash cameras forever. They're really good. But it's $179 for the Garmin Cam 45. Slow down. But there's a mail-in rebate I have to send in. Speaking of that, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did with the receipt. But there's a mail-in rebate. So after the mail-in rebate, it would only cost me $100. I need to find that receipt. Shoot. $99 off? Oh yeah. Why not? Why not? But you can get any kind of dash camera. I mean, they sell them at Walmart, they sell them Amazon. I've gotten a bunch off of Amazon. Cobra makes a good one, and that's the one I was using. But it died. It lasted over a year of constantly being on. So I got a year out of it. But you can get it. You just want to make sure it holds a big SD card. Most of them only hold like 16 or 32 gigabytes. You want to get one that holds a lot. The Garmin one, it only holds 64, which is still not a lot. But it is what it is. I still haven't figured out how to really use it. There's not many buttons on, there's not many options, you know. It has like lane detection, which I don't think it works that well. Because there's on the screen itself, it doesn't show where the sensors are on the screen. So I don't know what it reads off of, but you'll be driving straight and it's beeping telling you you're drifting out of the lane even though you're not. So I turned that part off. It has forward collision, so if you get too close it will beep. If you're sitting in traffic and the traffic starts moving again and you haven't started moving or you haven't moved fast enough for the camera, it will beep and it will tell you traffic is moving. So it's pretty cool. I just like it because it has really good quality. Crisp, very crisp, clean image. What you'll see, the video I upload, Doc Bump It, or Doc Bump, whatever I titled it, the testing video for the camera, that's done at nighttime. And you can see how bright it is and the image is still clear at night. Well, it wasn't at night, it was at 6 a.m., but you know, it was still dark. So it's still, you know, it's still nice. We got a fire truck coming up ahead. Gotta slow your roll. Oh, he's turning. But yeah. Nobody watches these videos anyways. I think just my family. But hey, gives me something to do. Hopefully I don't hit too much traffic. That won't be nice. I brought my dog with me last week. I didn't bring him with me this week. Since I was going to Georgia, I wasn't sure how dispatch was gonna, the timing. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to stop enough. And I only stopped a couple times, so it probably wouldn't have been enough to, you know, stop and let him out. I'm sure he could have handled it because he stays home alone for 12 hours. And I found a nice rest area in Tennessee. It was really big and they had like a big dog park. Well, I don't know if it was a dog park, but it was a really big area for, you know, really big lawn area set in the back. You could, you know, let the dog do his thing. And pick it up. That's one thing I don't like is people that bring their dogs and they don't pick up their crap. I actually stepped in dog crap and I had my dog last week because I didn't see it. It was at nighttime. Like, shoot. Railroad track, hopefully I clear it. Nope. Damn! Hopefully a train doesn't come because I'm on the track. That would suck. Oh, here comes an ambulance. If I hear those lights turn on, I'm gonna have to back this shit up and go on oncoming traffic. Oh good, the light's green. Ah. Before I noticed the tracks. I didn't notice the tracks. because they were like totally blended in. I didn't see the sign. Well, I did, but it didn't click soon enough. My bad. You never want to stop on railroad tracks. You can see videos on YouTube of trucks that actually get stuck on railroad crossings, especially in Chicago. Ooh, there's so many railroad tracks in Chicago, and they're steep. Like, they actually have signs that says steep railroad track, and some of them you can't go over just because it's so steep. The trailer will actually get stuck, and you'll see videos on YouTube. Look it up, of trucks getting smashed or getting stuck. Don't want to be me. No thanks. No thanks. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's nice here in Georgia. 50 degrees. Sure beats the Michigan cold. It's 14 degrees at the house right now. No thank you. No thank you, buddy old pal. I just noticed on the GPS, it shows a Catskill, which I don't know if I talked about this in the video. The Catskill is where trucks go. If you don't know, if you're not a trucker and you just watch this video because you're bored, thank you. Every load you get has weight, and you're only allowed to be total 80,000 pounds. Most loads are like 40,000 pounds. So you have to scale, you have to go to the Catskill and weigh the truck to make sure each tandem, which is the wheels, each tire, axle, is a certain amount of weight. It's 34, then the steer tires are 12,000 pounds. So you have to make sure you're in that. If you're not, when you go on the freeways, those weigh stations that you see on the side of the freeway, when the trucks go in there, that tells them if one of those axles is overweight, and then they give you a huge ticket. Huge! I don't want none of those. So I always weigh everything. Unless it's 10,000 pounds, I won't weigh. Like this, I'm not gonna weigh it. That's what made brought up, because I just passed one. But I'm not gonna weigh it because it's super light. Most people, the hardcore truckers, they'll tell you they only go to the Catskill if they're 40,000 pounds or more, because they feel as though they're so good that they know where to slide the tandems. The tandems are the trailers on the wheels. Those can slide forward and back, and that distributes the weight. To make it legal. I weigh everything. Over 10,000. Well, basically, I wouldn't say 10,000. Because I did say 10,000. But anything like 20,000 pounds or more, I'll weigh. I don't pay for it. With this company, they have an account with them. So it doesn't come out of my pocket. And I would rather be safe than sorry. And plus, it's good to know where the weight is. Because you want the weight. You want most of the weight, the higher weight amount, you want that on the drive axle, especially in the wintertime. Because if you have it to where the weight is heavier on the trailer axle than it is on your drive axle, which is the tractor axle in the rear, if you have more of the weight in the back, it's going to be doing a lot of, chug it, a lot of bucket. Because the weight's way in the back. And in the wintertime, you don't want the trailer to slide away from you and jackknife. So you always want the weight. Like say you do a Catskill and the weight is 34,000. Just call it 34,000 on the trailer, and then it's only 29,000 pounds on the drive axle, on the tractor axle. You don't want that. It's going to be an uncomfortable ride, and in the wintertime, it could be a disaster. So you always want to make it to where the drive axle is heavier than the trailer axle. So that's why I always weigh everything, because I always want the drive to be heavier. And there's tricks, there's math involved that you can do without having to go to the, the scale, by looking at the bills, which is the shipping papers, tells you how much it weighs. You can do the math and figure out where that pin needs to be on the trailer. But I don't like math. I'm awful at it. So I weigh everything, and then I look at it, and then I'll see if I want to slide it. On a rare occasion, I'll have the trailer, like if it's only 1,000 pounds difference from the drive to the trailer weight, I'll leave it. Because I don't want to have to go back there and move the pin, 3 more spots. Each pin, the trailer axle slides in by a pin. I think there's like 14 pins. I could be wrong. Don't shoot me. But there's a bunch of holes underneath the trailer on the track. That's what the pin goes in to lock that trailer axle in place. Each one of those pins is generally 400 pounds. Each hole is 400 pounds. So that's how you know how many pins to move it up or back. How many holes to move the pin up or back in. Generally, most trailers are 400 pounds. I've heard of some being 800 pounds. I don't know what ones those are, but that's just what I heard. I know Hyundai trailers and Great Dane, they're 400 pounds. And utility, I think it's called, trailers, those are 400. But I think I already talked about doing the trailer weight. I can make another video talking about it. If people want education, I mean, I think that's the point of this channel, is to talk about what truck drivers do on a daily basis. So we'll see. Maybe I'll make another video. I just really need to get a GoPro. Alright, well I guess a 30-minute video is long enough. Usually people stop watching after 4 minutes. So I will end this one now, and I will pick up when I get closer to the receiver. Or if I stop tonight, maybe I'll make a video when I stop tonight, since I have to make one for the GPS. Alright, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and comment. Please comment. Tell me what you want the videos to be about, what you want me to talk about, so I have like ideas of how to make another video. Because me just rambling on, I'm sure, isn't